Well, we bought some land. This is a story that we're going to publish here about our lakefront retreat. We went out here in Nova Scotia and we purchased some land, about 2 acres of land that's on a lake. We're quite excited about this. It has road access. You walk right in, you can drive right in, and there it is. We already have this bit of land. We loved this little walk. It drives all the way down to the end where there's a bench and there's a view of the water. And this, when we saw it, we really liked this. We thought this would be a great kind of activity place for the summer. We could bring the kids here. We can spend a lot of time boating. We can hang out. We can enjoy the water and the lake. And so we started looking around. It was surveyed very well. A lot of pluses about this, so that was great. There were some existing buildings already there, some temporary shelters that were there, so that was nice that we had something to start with. And there was even in the back, there was a neighboring cottage that had a shed that was on our property, and that also came with the purchase, so a little bit there. Some drainage work had been done, but as I'll talk about, this is going to be the biggest issue and concern. The land itself, it was quite raw in the middle, a little bit swampy even, and we would have to do a little bit of work. There's standing water inside there, so a little bit of concern if we wanted to build something here, but we'd like to deal with that. The water just kind of sat there for a long time, but we were able to access the lake, we were able to use it and begin to work on it, maybe tidy it up and work at it piece at a time. So we started by clearing out some of the brush, but making sure to leave enough there that we don't have erosion, and that's already improved our view a lot of this lake. On the other side, it's quite a bit of a cliff there, so we don't expect that anyone's going to be building anything on the other side, so the view should remain unobstructed. So we're starting to enjoy this, maybe doing some few cookouts. We got some dirt even in the front area. We kind of pushed it onto the side, and we thought it'd be fun to begin by planting some fruit trees. And this way we can begin to use the land already and enjoy it before we go and build something bigger on here. So that was great. This spring we started also with a little bit of a patch for some vegetables, so we can have maybe some potatoes and some root vegetables. But again, this coming back to the water, we wanted to improve that drainage, so let's start by getting that surface water out. So we've been digging and we've been trenching, trying to make sure that that water, instead of sitting in the center of the land, is flowing out to the lake nicely. And as soon as you open that up, it's amazing how much the water moves, and it just keeps picking up as it goes. And so now there's like constant running water from the back of the property coming out, and you can see here, just by digging in, the water is just coming out of the ground. It's just pouring out, and here it's already dropped a foot or so, maybe even more at the end, and the water just keeps moving. And before I did all this, you couldn't even walk in here, so it was pretty difficult to walk. But now the ground is kind of turning more solid, and that water is just moving out now nicely. And I hope that by continuing with this and improving the drainage over time, that we'll be able to begin to do something here. So getting that quality of the land already improved, so when we come down to the lake, we'll have a nice view. The kids are starting to enjoy this already. We're here several weekends, and just being able to come out here and play in the water. The kids are having a great time. We're having a great time making improvements to the land, and we'll talk about some of the things that we're thinking of doing to build, but that's all for now. So we bought some land.